So today when I shared one of your videos on my Instagram and on
Yeah.
my Facebook, and right before I looked at that video, somebody in my stories posted something about um, pornography, and they were talking about Pornhub specifically, the website Pornhub, and how you don't need a government issued email address to post videos, and how a lot of the videos that are being posted there
User
are people that have
generated.
been trafficked, or they're being raped or against their will or drugged or whatever. And when you think about that, and then literally the next thing I watched was your video, and it was the exact same message. And I'm like, wow. So you think about that. This is someone's daughter, sister, maybe they're someone's mother, potentially being forced against their will, and you're sitting there jerking off to someone being raped. And you think about that. That's heavy.
Yeah, yeah, that came really as a result of a conversation I was having way back, like episode 10 or 11. So we had a guest on, author of Recovered on Purpose, Adam Black Dunton, and he shared a story on my show where he was having a conversation with a doctor at an event. The doctor was talking about the spirit of drugs. So he shared the story of, when you snort a line of cocaine, like you're snorting so much more than that little white strip. It's like that little white line that's sitting there in front of you started as a plant somewhere in South America. So probably a slave working in that, field picking that. Then it's put through a manufacturer. Then it's through cartel. Then there's drug money. There's all these kind of negative spirits that are fueling that, to where at one point you literally get there and it's like you're snorting so much more than coke. You're snorting hate, greed, murder, like all of these evil spirits. And it was in that moment I was like, dude, like same thing is going on behind the scenes, in pornography. Like whether or not the actress is there willingly, that doesn't mean that everything is taking place willingly. Like I've heard dozens of conversations with porn stars that have now left and are, at the forefront of really being a voice. It's like, yeah, they sign up for one thing, but then they show up and it's like, nope, you're going to get run through this. And it's like, the abuse that takes place, the drugs that take place, like the amount of, women that you're watching that are just complete. Like one of the girls was like, I was on so many drugs just so I could numb the feeling of what was actually happening. So they're actresses, they're pretending to enjoy this, and like they're literally like they're getting beaten and brutalized, and they're just like
Yeah.
I think about it now, and it's like it almost makes me sick to the pit of my stomach that I used to participate in that. But that's just the one thing. But yeah, the whole trafficking piece, like that's a whole nother conversation that can be had. I was a part of the trafficking hub a few weeks back. They did a huge petition. I think they were trying to get like 250,000 signatures to try to take down Pornhub, because I think it's like 60% of the content on Pornhub is user generated content, which means just you and I can just upload content videos. So we can be running, sex rings and have, girls just one after another coming through this. And yes, some of them may get taken down, but the amount of volume that's on Pornhub, like it would take you like 160 something lifetimes watching continuously to be able to see all the porn that's on Pornhub. So understanding that, yeah, you're watching what you feel is a very innocent act, but if you want to connect what is going on all the way to get it to where you're seeing it, you just like, you kind of, like if you really sat there and thought about it, I think it would really question like your
Yeah.
humanity if you're willingly still going to participate in it.